Have you ever wondered if a simple side project could actually turn into a serious income stream? Like, what if a little AI tool you built to solve your own headache could end up earning you more than a junior developer's salary? Well, today, we're going to break down a blueprint that did exactly that.
Take a good look at this number, $52,000. I mean, let that sink in for a second. For a lot of people, that's a life-changing amount of money. But the real question is, where did it come from?
So this isn't a salary from some huge tech company. This is the annual recurring revenue from a side project. It was built by a software engineer named Alex, who basically turned a personal frustration into a full-time business. Pretty amazing.
Okay, so what is this tool? Let's pull back the curtain and see the product that made this whole thing possible.
It's called MeetSum, and honestly, the idea is just brilliant in its simplicity. It's an AI assistant that hops into your online meetings, doesn't matter if it's Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, whatever, and it automatically records, transcribes, and then spits out a summary of all the key points and action items. It's a massive problem solver for remote workers everywhere.
Now, this didn't happen overnight, of course, but it happened surprisingly fast. Alex's journey from just an idea to a sustainable business took only 1 year. Let's take a look at the key milestones along the way.
So in the first month, Alex was at $0. Nothing. Just an idea he was testing out. But then a single launch on Product Hunt in month 2, bam! He skyrocketed to $450 in monthly recurring revenue, just like that. 6 months in, he'd already hit $3,400. And by the end of that first year, he had a stable income of over $4,300 a month. It just goes to show you the power of consistent, focused work.
So how did he actually build it? This is where it gets really, really interesting. Alex followed this super focused 4-week blueprint to go from just an idea to what we call a minimum viable product, or an MVP. You know, it all started with a problem he was having himself. Alex was just drowning in meetings and follow-up notes. We've all been there, right? And his research confirmed he wasn't alone. Nearly 3/4 of remote workers felt the exact same way. He saw this clear gap in the market for a universal, affordable tool. And here's the most important part. He validated the problem before he wrote a single line of code.
He then built the MVP in just 4 weeks, tackling one core feature at a time. Week 1 was all about building the basic recording function. Week 2, he plugged in OpenAI's Whisper API for transcription. Week 3, he layered on GPT-4 to handle all the summaries. And in week 4, he polished it all up with payments and user logins. Super focused, step by step, that's the way to do it.
And get this, he did it all without breaking the bank. I mean, just look at how lean his tech stack was. He used modern, really affordable tools like Next.js for the front end, a free tier from Supabase for his database, and then just pay-per-use APIs from OpenAI. This is absolute proof you do not need a huge venture capital investment to get started.
And hey, what if you're not a coder? I know some of you are thinking that. Well, you can still follow a really similar path using no-code tools like Bubble and Zapier. It might be even faster to build at the start, maybe with slightly higher monthly costs, but it makes this kind of project accessible to literally anyone with a great idea.
Okay, so building the tool is really only half the battle. How did Alex find his customers? Well, he built a pretty powerful growth engine that took him all the way to his first 1,000 paying users.
It all started with this number, 450. On launch day, that's how many people signed up to give MeetSum a try. And that initial burst of interest, it's absolutely critical for any new product.
And all that momentum came from a single, well-planned launch on Product Hunt. A 10% conversion rate from those signups gave him his first 45 paying customers, which provided not just revenue, but, invaluable early feedback.
Of course, he didn't stop there. While Product Hunt gave him that huge initial 40% boost, he knew he had to build sustainable growth through other channels. Content marketing became his second biggest driver, followed by smart engagement on places like Reddit and Twitter, and then, good old-fashioned word of mouth.
It's not just about getting users, it's about keeping them. Initially, Alex had an 8% churn rate. That means 8% of his customers were leaving every single month. Ouch. But by really focusing on a smoother onboarding process and adding some helpful email sequences, he literally cut that number in half, down to just 4%.
So here are the specific tactics he used. He improved the onboarding, added smart in-app prompts to upsell users, offered a 15% discount for annual plans to lock in that revenue, consistently published blog posts for SEO, and even launched an affiliate program. Each one of these levers just added another layer to his growth.
So, what can you take away from all this? Alex's story is more than just inspiring, it's a repeatable model. Let's distill it all down into a simple, actionable framework that you can use to start, well, today.
Okay, first, find a problem that you personally have. Second, validate it. Don't just assume other people have it too. Third, build the simplest possible version you can. Fourth, launch it somewhere where early adopters hang out. And fifth, focus your marketing on just one channel until you master it, and then you can expand. Alex's journey from a personal frustration to a $50,000 a year business really shows what's possible with a focused idea and just consistent execution. It all started with one simple problem. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. What problem will your AI tool solve?